Please be careful when going online and setting up job interviews on Indeed. I've just seen a gentleman where he posted that 17 people in a group from Atlanta came up missing after they went on a job interview, just like that, nowhere to be found. I don't know how true it is, but I've just seen it.
So there's a viral story that's happening right now, and it's, I would say, alarming claims given that a lot of people aren't talking about it. But I have a lot of questions and I wanted to bring it to your guys' attention. So there was a TikToker who let everybody know that there are at least 17 people that have gone missing after responding to an Indeed job interview and then going out there. They basically never came back. They're missing. So yes, like, you guys know Indeed, the job, you apply online and you see online postings and you apply, and you might be offered an interview. You go out there, you interview, right? So this specific creator said that there's been at least 17 people that have gone missing after going to like job interviews from Indeed specifically. Well, I wanted to deep dive into this a little bit more because I didn't see any news talking about it. But I want to go straight to this person's post. Okay, now let's start right here.
About 17 people have came up missing in Atlanta after they did an application on Indeed and was offered an interview. They went to that interview and no one ever heard from them ever since. This is scary and we got to be careful. Well, everybody got to be careful. If you applying on Indeed, be careful.
Now, let me just say, right? Like, I am definitely concerned because, first of all, this is not the first time that this has happened. We've had the Craigslist serial killer. Things do happen. People meet online or business is done online, and people do come up missing. This is not out of the norm, and I definitely agree that there's something that we have to be very careful about. The problem that I have, though, is that we don't know who those 17 people are that went missing. So, and I started doing a little bit more homework to figure this out because this would be something that, of course, the media would want to jump on, right? Like, at least law enforcement would want to jump on to figure out, well, what job is somebody, being an imposter and maybe representing a company and then setting up these interviews, and then these people go missing and they're trafficked or whatever it may be. Like, there's something clearly off about this, and there should be more media attention to this. But let's keep going to what she's saying.
Because y'all know I went to the Book of the Face and I searched this, right? Because everything get talked about on the Book of the Face. And when I searched this up, it's so many posts talking about how people are going on these interviews that they're getting off of Indeed and they're not being seen after they go to those interviews. Can't nobody find them. So for the mothers and fathers, or hell, even if you ain't a mother or father, you probably out there looking for you a job. Be careful letting your children apply on Indeed, and you be careful with applying on Indeed. I remember back in the day, you used to get a job off Indeed like that. Now they using it to kidnap people.
Okay, so then I went to TikTok, where I think a lot of this might have originated from, and this is her on TikTok, right? And she says 17 people missing from Indeed job interviews. Okay, so
Y'all, did y'all hear about 17 people have came up missing in Atlanta after they did an application on Indeed and was offered an interview? They went to that interview and no one ever heard from them ever since. This is scary and we got to be careful. Well, everybody got to be careful. If you applying on Indeed, be careful. Because y'all know I went to the Book of the Face and I searched this, right? Because everything,
the Book of the Face, I'm assuming she's talking about Facebook, I'm thinking.
get talked about on the Book of the Face. And when I searched this up, it's so many posts talking about how people are going on these interviews that they're getting off of Indeed and they're not being seen after they go to those interviews.
Now, let me stop right here. So her green screen, I guess, is Atlanta missing children poster, right? I don't know if, are these children applying for jobs at Indeed and then these are the ones that are going missing? Or is she just saying, like, there's a lot of increase on Facebook posts that show that there's a lot of kids missing, or a lot of people that are applying to Indeed jobs that are missing. Like, what's going on here? The post that the green screen that she's behind, okay, is literally children. There's one, and they're all, females, right? So you have one 18-year-old here, and then the rest are 17, 16, 15, 17, 16, 15. These are the ages, and they're all missing. These are missing children. I don't know if these are the ones from Facebook that are going to job interviews and then they're missing. So I have a lot of questions, or she just happens to have a green screen with missing kids. I think it's important to point this out.
Nobody find them. So for the mothers and fathers, or hell, even if you ain't a mother or father, you probably out there looking for you a job. Be careful. Children apply on Indeed, and you be careful with applying on Indeed. I remember back in the day, you used to get a job off Indeed like that. Now they using it to kidnap people.
So she's talking about Facebook. So then I said, well, let me go to Facebook, okay, and see what people are saying on Facebook. Like, this was April 10th. Y'all be safe. The websites Indeed got people coming up missing, setting up fake interviews, and never seen again. 17 people gone in Atlanta. So I haven't seen anything from law enforcement or anything like that, but I'm letting you guys know what people are saying here on Facebook. They not lying. Somebody texts me every couple days trying to kidnap me. They're trying to be acting like my number was their friends, and they try to start a conversation. Okay. Let's see. What else are they saying? There are more people. Look at this. This was 9 hours ago from World Hip Hop. Dozens of TikTokers are claiming something disturbing is going on with job interviews set up through Indeed. One woman said 17 people vanished in Atlanta after accepting interview offer from the platform. Another, her niece, was nearly caught in a setup disguised as a marketing job involving out-of-state trips and no real company name. Some claimed its ties to human trafficking and that young applicants are being targeted through shady offers. Be cautious when applying online and always verify the company location, name, and credentials. So these are more people that are claiming this. 17 is such a specific number. So I have to wonder about this. Like, where did 17 come from? And so they are quoting, like, this is World Star that did an article. And I mean, I guess we could see all the videos of which people are talking about. Like, now I'm curious.
I need everybody to listen to me. Listen up. If you are in Florida and you've been job searching on Indeed, be careful. People are literally ending up missing by thinking they're going to interviews, and it turns out.
Okay, who are these people? Like, do we have a missing poster? Like, who are these individuals that are ending up missing? Is it the people, the children behind the young woman earlier? I have a lot of questions about this. This is driving me crazy because it's like, we should be able to have this information. Do we have a poster? Do we have a family member that's talking about, so-and-so didn't return home after they did their interview? These are people that are online saying that people are ending up missing. Well, where are the people's families, or at least where's pictures of the people?
They're being, you know what? Please be careful, guys. Indeed jobs. Be careful on that website, guys. They're using the website to meet up with people, and then when you get there, it's no job. It's just a white van. And y'all know what I mean. I can't really be too, about it, but y'all know what I mean. Here in Florida, I need y'all to be safe because I care.
Okay, that is very, very specific to say a white van. Like a white van. This is specific, guys. Very, very specific. And who saw the white van? I mean, these are details that I'm like, can we report this to law enforcement? What's going on?
I'm dead serious. Be safe out there, guys.
So I wanted to do a caution to all current job seekers. Something happened to me about 2 months ago that I was debating on talking about. I haven't told most of my friends. That was extremely terrifying. So I quit my job about 2 months ago. a little background about me. I went to Old Miss. I've had about 8 years of experience in relationship management, working with companies, really big companies, Google, etc., a lot of other tech companies. And when I quit the current company I was at, I just thought, okay, I can just find another job on LinkedIn. It'll be easy. I didn't realize that there are people on LinkedIn that are targeting to human traffic people. So just to give you a little idea of what happened to me, I talked to a recruiter on the phone. This company seemed legit. And then the company I'd be working for was a subsidiary company, so a company under them. And it was in the media field. And I was, interviewing for a lot of different places. So I wasn't paying attention as much as I probably should have as to asking questions up front. But the recruiter, after our initial interview, said, the head of the department would love to meet you. Would you mind meeting at a place about 45 minutes away, so Long Beach? Because if she lived in LA, I lived here. It was in between, so I thought, no problem. Obviously, I needed a job. So fast forward, I'm beginning to think, okay, this is kind of weird. Like my intuition, I was beginning to think something was a little off. So right before the interview, I messaged the recruiter.
By the way, I want to, she didn't say it was Indeed, if I'm hearing this correctly. I'm just throwing this out here. I think it's important to point this out. Did she say Indeed or not? Because right now everybody's talking about Indeed. Now, I definitely believe that there are kind of these fake fronts that are there to kidnap and, traffic people. Definitely agree with that. I mean, like I said, Craigslist is definitely has been a hub for that. There's a lot of other search engines and posting type of, websites that are like this.
And I said, hi, can you please send me the address of the corporation in Irvine? And she said she didn't know it. So flag number one. Two, on my own, I couldn't find the office that I would be going to, which was weird, but I thought, okay, maybe it's brand new. Maybe they're starting out. I just didn't think anything of it. So I end up going to meet up with, the head of this department. And right when I met her, I felt like there was something off. She wasn't asking me any questions about my resume, any KPI questions I was asking her. Just something felt very off. And
Indeed is a danger zone. Please be careful when going online and setting up job interviews on Indeed.
So that shortcut, by the way, for those that want to follow her, I believe she's on TikTok, so just a heads up. But there are more people talking about Indeed. I guess these are all the Indeed stories of people coming missing. But guys, where are these people? Like, do we have a picture? I have a lot of questions, and the 17 is a huge number.
I've just seen a gentleman where he posted that 17 people in a group from Atlanta came up missing after they went on a job interview, just like that.
17 people all at once? 17 people just all at once went missing. Guys, what? Whoa, that's crazy.
Nowhere to be found. I don't know how true it is, but I've just seen it. I've seen where there have been an serial unaliver from Florida.
Guys, I feel like we're playing telephone here. Hold up. I don't know how true it is. And a serial unaliver. Guys, like, we gonna need more information. Who are the 17 people that went missing?
Setting up people interviews at a warehouse, and people have came up missing. They found one lady body months later after she went to a job interview and met a gentleman at a warehouse. I seen another story where a young lady gives her testimony of not going. She set up the interview, but she felt eerie about going to that job interview. And it probably saved her life. You can look it up. Y'all be careful when you going on these websites. If it sounds too good to be true, then it probably is. It's sad that going to look for a job, you just may come up missing or you may lose your life. Y'all, I knew nothing about this. Y'all share the post so everybody can become aware. Y'all be blessed.
And that's where the video ends. And I think that this is just a collection of stories from what's been going on TikTok. Guys, what do you make of it? I have a lot of questions. Well, the first one is, who's missing? Who do we have missing? I know that there's a lot of people that are missing, but like, where there's be specific information being said, like 17 people. 17 is such a specific number. I have a lot of questions. Like, and who are those people's families? Have they gone to the law enforcement? Have they said anything? Has the company Indeed given a statement about this? What are they doing to protect anybody on the website? Because, you know, like, I get it. You know, if you're on a Facebook market, a Craigslist, I mean, these are the kinds of risks that you kind of run, because you don't know who's behind any of that. And I mean, who's is it, children, not children? What are we talking about? What are we looking at here? Let me know what you guys think about this whole situation, guys. Shout out to you, and shout out to everybody. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys on the next one. Rabbits out. Bye, guys.